would pick you out the crowd, be like, come here, baby. Dance that you sing to you. She left her baby daddy after that. I mean, sure, indeed, there were a few physical altercations that happened that I'm pretty certain made her push that button, but ultimately Usher helped out, okay? So, like you said before, sometimes you got to let it burn. All right.
Whatever. Well, I was completely disappointed with it. 833-212-1017. Did you guys watch the BET Awards? I want to know what were some of your takeaways from it. It was a lot of other things that happened too. I'm going to get into it. The something juicy of the hottest topics that happened at the BET Awards. We are going to dive into it. But right now, we are actually going to head to the line. Who we got on the line, DJ Brother Z? The caller? All right. The caller, what's poppin', you juicy jammer? Did you watch the BET Awards last night? The caller?
Yeah, yo, this is the town, my bad.
Oh, the town. Hey, the town.
What's going down?
What's poppin', Juicy Jammer? Did you watch the BET Awards last night?
Yeah, I peeped some of it, and then I turned it off because, and then, going through it, but it was garbage. Because, it's like I was telling to your producer, and even we was going back and forth with it, like, it get worse every year.
Wow.
It get worse every year. Seriously. Now remember,
but what was so bad about it though?
It's just the overall how we were set up, and it was like a mini Essence Fest or something like that, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? For the women or whatever like that.
Yeah, you know what to call it? Let me ask you this, man, because I come from the old school days of BET too. I've been watching the BET Awards for just about all my life, and to me, it's always been like a holiday in a sense to sit back and watch the BET Awards. But with that being said, what to you made this one be so horrible? All right, and even with that being said, what's the greatest BET Awards you've seen then? I need some comparisons.
I think the one when they had Chris Brown, and Chris Brown was hopping everywhere. That one with Chris Brown was
when
on
he
there.
was crying, trying to win back the hearts of black people.
I liked it though. I mean, hold on. Unlike this stuff right here, it came from an honest place.
No, I agree. I like that one too.
Come on, that was Cocaine Chris.
Hold on, this one right here though. This right here, it's like you just threw it together. Like you put all them girls up there that really don't got nothing to do with Usher except for one, and she not a singer. You know what I'm saying? It's like what they doing is they saying like, hey, black people, y'all guys eat anything. You know what I'm saying?
Colin, for real, let's be honest real quick. Let's be honest.
This is the town.
Why do I keep calling you Colin? The town, bro. Like for real. Let's be honest here. When it comes down to like male R&B singers, what male R&B singers would you have liked to see do an Usher tribute? Because ultimately a lot of them do auto-tune these days. A lot of them really can't sing. All right, I know before we mentioned Jacquees, but do we really want to see Jacquees do an Usher performance?
I named a whole bunch of other people. I wonder.
T-Pain? If you want to. No, but if y'all want to go that route and really talk about Usher, because what Usher is a young man that sings to women from the heterosexual tip. So why don't you get a whole bunch of crooners or some guys that can sing like sing them songs? Like I say, Tank was out there. Tank was out there from the Mill.
Come on,
he was out
Tank,
there.
Do you want Tank? I know Tank said he could blow, but come on now, do you really want Tank blowing? All right, do you really want to see that at the BET Awards? Okay, he's also the same man that said one blowjob don't make you gay. All right, so if he goes up there and blows,
you going somewhere else with it. You going somewhere else with it, bro. We ain't talking about that.
Now, Ben, really, Ben.
Only. We talking about performances only, bro.
Right.
As far as performances, them, like you said, them females, and God bless them, they starters. I mean, they rookies. They rookies in this game. They don't even deserve that spot. You know what I'm saying? Give them to some people that has a little bit more resume, that knows the songs, that lived in that time, and have those guys croon the women in the audience.
Right.
So would
That's
you
what
have
I'm
like to
saying.
see an Omarion? Would you have like to see?
He said Tank, and you told him no.
I don't think Tank should have been up there, because personally, I think Tank is in the realm of a Usher. To be honest with you, like as far as like time wise and how long he's been on in the game, just like Tyrese,
right.
just like Genuine. I don't think Genuine should be up there singing to Usher. Like this is at
not singing to.
Singing to Usher.
But none of those guys, right? They just singing the dude's songs. You know what I'm saying? To the ladies. Because that's all it's about. That
Exactly.
is Usher. Usher is that in a nutshell. He was a young boy. He sung to the ladies. He got older. He sung to the ladies. He did confessions. He, you know what I'm saying? He did his dirt, and then he confessed to the ladies about what I did. That's why everybody respects him.
I got a confession for you, Vital. Your time is up. Okay, thanks for calling in. All right.
Bro, why you say his time is up? You mad he was spitting facts, man?
No, I mean, honestly,
because that's exactly what they needed to do. Like, I completely understand that. Right now, we are in a woman-dominated society. Okay. I'm like, we just gonna keep it flat out honest. We are in a woman-dominated society, down to music, to influences, to social media, all of that, right? So I feel like BT was catering to the women who are pretty much, like I just said, dominating everything, and they wanted the women to kind of shine in that moment for Usher. But I think they should have pulled one of those Destiny Child moments when they bring up like 3 girls to the stage. You had your 3 male performances. Get TG or whatever they call, like Tyrese, Tank, and Genuine up there, and have them go get some girls from the crowd, serenade them, or do something sexy with them on the stage or something like that. Like that is what Usher does, bro. That is why we start liking Usher, because of those things that he was doing, and because he could sing at the same time, and he brought that like sex appeal to it. Like, not to bash the women who did it, but it just wasn't hitting for me. Like, I don't want to see Tiana Taylor and Victoria Monet humping each other on the stage to a Usher song. Like, I'm sorry, that is not what I wanted for this Usher tribute. And I really want to know, like, Usher, did you like this? Like, is this what you wanted? Did you ask for this? Did you say, hey, let the women do it? Or what was going on? But to say that, like, his peer group shouldn't have been able to do it or shouldn't have done it, I think his peer group should have done it. Jamie Foxx up there, come on now.
Nah,
Jamie
man.
Foxx should have been up there. Tyrese should have been up there. You got Luke James should have been up there. Jacob Lattimore could have been up there. You know, Chris Brown as well could have been up there, but you know, they might be beefing right now, so that's neither here nor there. I don't even know if y'all have heard of the Wanmores. Get the Wanmores up there to do it. They're a young R&B group that's coming up, who are the sons of I forgot. I think his name is like Wanye from the Boys to Men or whatever like that. I forgot what group it was. I think it was Boys to Men. Have his sons go up there and do the tribute. That's something that they could have done, but no. We got a whole bunch of women on top of all of the women performers who already went on yesterday at the BET Awards. There were only 2 male artists who performed yesterday, and none of them were in the hip hop or R&B. Well, Will Smith was. He was in the hip hop category, but Shabuzi, he was in the country category, and that was it. Everything else was dominated by women. That entire award show was dominated by women, and it's not to say I don't want to see the women succeeding. I just think that there needed to be some sort of balance last night, and I didn't feel the balance. And if that's the vibe that they were going for, they should have just let us know. Like, this award show is going to be dedicated to our ladies. We're going to have like a mostly woman production, a mostly woman performance sheet, like a mostly woman award winners, like all of that at this point, because that's just how it personally felt. And I have a poll up on my Instagram, if y'all want to check it out, at @CarrieNoni_, asking, do you all feel as though women have completely dominated the hip hop and R&B genres? 833-212-1017.
More of Jammin' with Juice is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Like and subscribe to 1017 The Truth on YouTube so you don't miss a drop of juice on Jammin' with Juice.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by American Family Insurance. Milwaukee Black Talk.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Sherwin Hughes with his truth.
I think you're spoiled. You have too many choices. We sometimes forget that having choice is a luxury. I can remember when I was a little kid, I either ate what my mother cooked for dinner or I starved. I didn't have the luxury of choice. Now we can choose anything and everything. We can choose which apps we want to be a part of. We can go and pick a new mate. We can decide what food we want to order. We have an unlimited amount of choice. And I think that we forget that choice is a luxury. You are either a winner or you're a loser. You're either going up or you're going down. You're either free or a slave. You are either woke or you are asleep. Those are called binary choices, and it's tough for people to understand just having two choices in a world that inundates us with unlimited choice. I know you don't like the candidates that are on your ballot come November. Guess what? They probably don't like you either. But you only have a binary choice. You either want this country to excel and succeed and explore new industries and be honest and fair about racial inequity. You either believe in climate change or you don't. You believe in democracy or you don't. You want a country that will do whatever it can to help people, all people, regardless of gender identity, regardless of national origin, or you want to take the low road and vote for the person that only wants to help himself with no regard for anyone else. Choice is a luxury. Unfortunately, too many of us forget that it's a luxury. Binary choice is all you have in November. I hope you choose wisely.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no.
So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning. The cap is loose on that ketchup.
Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Behind every minority and woman-owned business is a dream, and sometimes growing that dream takes extra funding. The Associated Bank Community Uplift Loan Program is here to turn your business dreams into reality. Apply online and get up to $50,000 in as little as one business day. With competitive rates and more accessible credit score requirements, we're making it easier than ever to fuel your company's growth. Let us uplift your business with the support that it deserves. Visit associatedbank.com/uplift to learn more. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And shout out to my ladies who did hold it down at the BET Awards last night. Did y'all catch it? Let us know. How you feeling about it? 833-212-1017. And I don't want to get it confused. I appreciated the fact that the women who did perform, at least the rappers, I like their music. Like Meg, Glow, to an extent, Sexy Red. Not Ice Spice too much. I really don't care for Ice Spice. But a lot of those ladies are the ladies who are dominating the game right now. And so that led me to ask a question on my Instagram, like, yo, are the men in the entertainment industry being like shunned out of the equation? Because there are men rappers out there who could have performed. There are men singers who could have sang and did the Usher tribute. So I'm just trying to figure out what really was the problem, or if it wasn't a problem, why they chose to go the route that they chose to go down. That's all I'm trying to say. And I actually had a conversation with Jen because, you know, he hopped on my case on Instagram. We was going back and forth for a little bit, but he was saying that pretty much he was saying it was all about the timing, right? So he said back in 2018, 2019, he had been saying that we were going to get to this point where women were dominating the game because the women rappers and the women people making the music were the ones who capitalized off of using social media and TikTok to kind of help them get off the ground. And a lot of the men were lazy, they were on drugs, or they were lying, or whatever. But yet he said that there are a lot of mid-tier and underground rappers who are still out here cooking. So I asked him, I said, okay, Jim, well, why aren't those mid-tier men or those underground men being at the top spot when it comes to the rap game if they're out here putting out great work, great content, and there's nobody at the top right now to really like take, you know, they could take that position. Ain't nobody really knew since 2020, since like 2019, honestly, to be in that top spot. We have not seen no new superstars. So why are the men not being shown and put on a pedestal who deserve to be put on that pedestal? That's why I feel like it's something going on in the industry that we have to talk about. That the fact that it's all women. You mean to tell me there ain't no men out here that could have performed, that could be taking that top spot? But what I did notice was when I was watching the pre-show of the BET Awards, a lot of the men now who are like these rappers or whatever, they more so are trying to sound like women.
What do you mean?
They have a lot of woman-sounding songs, like Forbats, for example. He has his whole song that everybody knows. What is it called? I took to send you your DM, just running on another pair. Hey. You know, that's a TikTok song. He's purposely sounding like a woman. His voice don't even go like that. Like, he's making his voice higher pitched, and they're trying to make these like rapping, auto-tune-y, like sounding songs for the women, and it's not working in their favor. Just rap, my brother. Give us some bars. You don't have to cater to the women in your music. Like, it's fine to talk about other things, bro. Or if you do want to, if you do want to, no, it's just easy. That's literally it. It's just easy to do. And people see being a content creator, like Schoolboy Q said, he said, these ain't rappers, these content creators. They want to be a content creator and they want to make music because it looks easy now. We have made being an artist or a musician, not a musician, but a music artist, too attainable. So now anybody could do it. I could hop on in the booth right now and sing a song, put some auto-tune on, and I could become the next biggest R&B star. You know, it's too easy now. So that's why I'm saying it might be the music they want to make, but they're making it because it's easy. They're making it because it doesn't take any skill. They're making it because they don't need to know how to rap for real. They don't even need to know how to sing for real. So yeah, it's easy. We have lowered the bar and have lowered the standards when it comes to just music all around, and everything just seems a little bit low vibrational to me. Yeah. But it sounds good. People are in love with the beat. People are in love with how it's like vibey music. It's like hookah tunes. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing of real substance for real. So my question is, why are the mid-tier rappers and the underground rappers who are putting in the work, like a Lil Russell, right? He makes feel-good rap content that don't got nothing negative in it, and he really pushing it, and he's independent. He should be pushed to the forefront, and I do think eventually he will get there, and he will be the face of like the new independent genre or whatever you want to call it. But we have to do better. I feel like there's definitely some type of agenda going on when it comes to pushing certain messages down our throats and not allowing for the men to get their shine as well. But we got to talk about it. 833-212-1017. And the last thing I'll say, because I'm going on a tangent, because I'm real passionate about this being like, I'm just listening. You know for a fact, I be talking to you about this all the time because music is important. Like it gets in our subconscious. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that I done lost my train of thought.
It's okay. I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, Juice, I think you're right. When you're talking about the agenda.
I didn't think you was going to agree with me.
I mean, I talk about it all the time. I mean, the imbalance of masculine and feminine energy in the entire world that's going on right now is crazy. You know, because it's not just the music genre that we're seeing this in, right? Where we're talking about politics, where there's a woman movement happening over there, or whether we're talking about what's going on culturally as a society, what's going on to us. Each and every day, we're being taught these more masculinity is toxic, or
Yeah.
we're being taught that, oh, you know, speaking out as a man is kind of bad because we get bashed for things that we say is right, or we think puts things into order, but then again you get looked at as being controlling or domineering, whatever case may be. But when you talk about the Usher performance last night, you know, why there weren't so many male performers to be able to give a tribute to Usher, I think you hit it right on the head. I think it's because a lot of people aren't talented. I think a lot of people just picked up the microphone and started making music because it was an easy way to make money, and it's easy just to do, you know, especially if you're able to produce content. But why there was such a big influx of women artists is because of social media. It's way easier to promote a woman on social media than it is a man. So
she just got to twerk a little bit, which is what they did the entire time when they were performing. Which, listen, y'all got it. Like, I like to do a little twerk top too. You know what I'm saying? In the mirror, you know what I'm saying? Look back at.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a time and a place. But I did remember what I was gonna say before we head to these lines. And if you want to get your voice heard, like me and Jammin always says, make sure you call in 833-212-1017. How you feeling about music today? The BET Awards, the Usher tribute. We talking about it all. But the thing that I was gonna say before I lost my train of thought is some people had said to me on Instagram yesterday, like, oh, nobody was saying this back in the 90s when there weren't any women rappers. Nobody was talking about balance, you know, when it comes to just all these men dominating the game. Or they were saying before in the past when it was just men at the top. I don't think it was a lot of balance. I think you had your very few and people in between. Like, a girl had to go through a guy group, or I don't know, guy group, what would you call it? Like a Lady of Rage, what was she? Like the Lady of Death Row or something like that? Like, you had to have a woman get stamped by a whole group of guys just for her to get through, right? That wasn't balance. I don't think we really ever had balance when it came to hip-hop, because before it was all male dominated or mostly male dominated, which are very few women in there, and then now it's like heavily woman dominated when it comes to rap. I want to see a balance of the two. We can have the ratchet, we can have the women's empowerment, quote unquote, to speak music that people are saying we're having, but there also needs to be a balance of maybe men saying certain things too, or even just more positive messages for the women who are coming up in the game right now. There just needs to be a balance, because you need the yin and the yang. You need both in order for things to not seem chaotic, and it just seems like we are in chaos right now. I keep saying the number, but 833-212-1017. We got Eastside Corey on the line. What's popping, Eastside Corey? Sorry to keep you waiting so long.
What's going on, 69 God?
That's okay. Hey guys, how are you doing this happy Monday?
I'm doing all right, I guess. I'm a little juiced right now because this BET Awards really got me thinking.
It's interesting because what goes around comes around, and like I'm a man of a certain age, and I've seen this come and go a couple times over. I heard it when the disco turned into techno, turned into hip-hop, and then house. And then there was separation, and then there was this rejoining of forces. Right now, you have to look at the sponsorship. Who's supporting BET? Who are the sponsors? Who's running? Who's the corporate? What are they saying? This is too much woke will kill a good thing. Disney is going through the same thing with their animation. They're trying to rewrite the basic romance. People want to go back to she and he romance, basic he and she, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. It's called, and when men are men, it's called toxic, but men are gentle creatures also. They're sensitive, and we're not complicated. We just are quiet because the ladies have been wanting this platform, so y'all have it.
Yeah.
And like you say, it's a little imbalanced, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think, who's Usher's competition? Neo? Lil Neo? Okay. Who else? Maybe if Jamie Foxx came out, Jamie Foxx could probably do a whole tribute all by himself.
He should
and make it fun
at this
and
point.
funny. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what kind of health he's in. Usher's an icon all his own, okay? And I look at him, and I still see him as a kid, but I'm realizing he to get a tribute at this midpoint in his life is like, wow, you're that old already? I think what they should have done was do something. It probably was a good idea on paper, because I like my Keke Palmer, to do it all-female tribute in reverse, but it didn't come off that way because, let's face it, we need to have that masculinity on there. We need some crooners. We need soul music to come back. Okay,
Yeah.
We need basic R&B, he and she romance to come back, and that has to come from a male point of view, getting his groove on. Well, Barry White style. You hear what I'm saying? Oh, baby, yeah, let's do it, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so Usher, but they should have done is just have a gigantic skate party, okay?
That is hilarious.
And everybody put their skates on, and everybody just do a couple bars and be skating.
That
would
too.
have brought the house down. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, that would be so fun.
Come out on stage and do a little skate, you know.
Right.
And then some of the dudes who can skate surprise everybody. And have Dave Chappelle come out and tell some jokes on skates or something. Do the whole show on skates.
That would have been dope. Well, thank you so much, Eastside Corey. We appreciate you for calling, giving us your thoughts on this topic here. I think that would have been fun, having a bunch of skates, because that is part of who he is. He had a whole last few years, since 2020, I want to say, has been promoting him being on skates. His entire Vegas residency was on skates. So, right. You know, that would have been a great addition as well. But let us know how you guys are feeling, either about the Usher tribute, the BET Awards, or just, do you feel like there's balance in music today? 833-212-1017. Al, you are on the line. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer?
Oh, it's all good. Everything is everything. I think right now, some people are not ready for growth. Because when you look at when male rappers always dominated, and when you did have HWA, Hoes with an Attitude, BWP, didn't nobody really love them, but I got all their music.
How you know
now
about
women
them?
are coming out. Huh?
How you know about them?
Oh, I love their music, and I love women empowerment. And even if you go back to the music that was playing in the 30s and 40s, some of the stuff they're saying now won't even touch that because their mouth was real rock good. I think right now women are having their time. A lot of men don't feel comfortable with that. And some people are not ready for growth. To think about this, when women was called female dogs and garden tools and have the snow bunny at home, it wasn't no outrage. Hey, play that through the 12 subwoofers, you know, but there
should have been some outrage, for sure. It should have been some outrage. That's the problem.
And then the thing, and I take it a step further, even if they did have a woman at home who did everything right, they still would have cheated on her. So I think right now, just let people just grow with the music. You know, we are all in different times. You still got he and she out there.
I just don't think that it's growth, though, Al. Like, it doesn't feel like it's growth.
Well, it depends on number one, how you look at it, what day it is, and what's your skill. I have my days when I'm, you know, feel like, you know, maybe I can't think of that girl name that everybody call Ratchet. I have my sexy red days that I'm feeling it like, hey, and I have my other days when I feel like Barry White. You know, it's all about your mind. But I think right now, because men have dominated so long, some people are not ready for the music that the women put out. Because, see, these women that's out here, they look at them as something negative, but these are also the same women that your husband or boyfriend would cheat with until you sit at home and wear nothing but skirts. So just keep a clear mind and just go with the flow. If it ain't you, don't listen to it. But if you like that vibe and you got your scotch and you want to pop, lock, drop it and call somebody else, do that. But at the end of the day, you're still human. Don't put too much energy on something that can be changed.
All right. Well, thank you, Al. Appreciate you. We actually got one more caller on the line that we are going to take before we wrap up the show with a bow on the other side. We are going to talk to Sean right now. What's poppin', Juicy Jammer, Sean?
Hey, what's going on, Juice?
Hey, what's poppin' with you?
Hey, I would like to say, well, maybe the men would like to have them, but they're not taking them home to mama. Not these young ladies. This was a total strip show last night. I felt like I was watching a strip club show.
Right. Would you have let your kids watch it with you?
Huh?
Would you let kids watch it with you?
Oh, definitely not. That was just, no. That was out of order as far as I was concerned. And didn't they used to have the Cypher? Where they had all the guys?
That's Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah, that's the Hip Hop Awards, the BET Hip Hop Awards.
The hip-hop. Well, then they need to bring one on BET, too, because in that way we can see some of the rappers, or the male rappers as well as the female rappers, because I know they highlight them both.
I like that idea.
That is very true. It was just a lot of R&B that was missing. It was a lot of R&B missing last night.
Yeah, it was. And then when you were mentioning Usher, I thought about that, too. Did you see the way he looked when she walked over to his wife?
Coco Jones?
Jones.
He was like, "This is my time. Why are you over there?"
Right.
So, I just had a whole problem with all of that went on with Tiana and all of that. I just didn't like it at all. That's something I would expect to see at a strip club, not on TV.
Right. Daytime television at that, because it was not nighttime yet. Thank you so much,
I didn't look at it as being... Yeah, and I didn't look at it as being growth. I thought it was decline. So
yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Sean. Appreciate you for giving us your thoughts. We are going to have more conversation on the other side. But before we do that, Benjamin, what you got to let the people know?
Milwaukee, this is the last weekend to experience the biggest party on the lake, and guess what? The award-winning 1017 The Truth has the hookup for you. All right, now is your chance to win a pair of tickets to see 414 Big Frank, JP, and the international sensation Lil Uzi Vert live at the AmFam Insurance Amphitheater at Summerfest. Call now at 833-212-1017 and be caller number, what you want to do, Juice?
Caller number 5.
Be caller number 5 right now to win a pair of tickets. Call right now, 833-212-1017.
Jammin' with Juice returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day, like Benjamin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jammin' with Juice each and every day on 1017 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
You know one thing about Biden?
Here you go again.
When he makes a promise, he keeps it.
Okay, like what?
He got us out of the pandemic, got the country back on its feet.
Okay, sure.
And when all that recovery money was getting spent, Biden made sure that black businesses and communities got our fair share.
So, man?
That's a promise made and a promise kept.
Okay, but what else?
New roads, new bridges, high-speed internet, even out in the country where your brother lives.
Yeah.
Lower health insurance rates. Didn't your premiums go down?
Uh-huh.
That's another Biden promise kept.
Looks like it.
My mom's medication costs less. Your cousin's insulin is now only $35.
Okay, but what about jobs, building wealth?
Under Biden, the number of new black small businesses is booming, and black unemployment hit a record low. See? That's another...
Okay, I get it. Promise made, promise kept. I can see that now.
Told you. Biden and Harris are getting the job done for us.
I'm Joe Biden, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Biden for president.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
This is Jammin' with Juice on 1017 The Truth app, 1017thetruth.com, and streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to the Juicy Jammers riding the wave.
Congratulations to Robert on winning today's Lil Uzi Vert ticket giveaway. Jam with Juice all week long as we will be giving away tickets to see Lil Uzi Vert every day this week. Tap in.
Yes, y'all. Right now we are talking about the imbalance of music today. 833-212-1017 if you want to get your final thoughts in on the topic. I'm going to head to the talk and text line because you guys had a couple of things in here that you wanted to say. Regarding the Usher tribute, Barbie says, yeah, ain't no replacement for men like R. Kelly who sing Southside Hymn. I think you talk about Lloyd or Boys to Men. The tribute could be more, maybe Cisco and Genuine. I agree. It was so many other people who could have done this. Rob says, it's because those that sign these women are pushing the agenda of those that are in control, saying that women, more specifically black women, don't need men. I think that is starting to become like more of a narrative that is being pushed onto like the younger generation of like, you don't need no man, girl. You be independent, but you can still be independent. Just take his money. Yeah. But we can talk about that a whole nother day. Original Nikki says, also men started making smarter decisions with their deals. They went down a long road and finally were making changes in the industry, but women are easier to convince to fulfill a certain image and choose money and attention, so execs are going to exploit that. We also have on here Craig, who says, Juicy, do you feel that way because you weren't properly entertained? You didn't find that having all women entertaining? I thought that the women rappers who performed were very entertaining when they did their actual songs. So for example, Glorilla, Sexy Red, Meg Thee Stallion, Victoria Monet, she did a great job. Tyla was okay. I more so was just saying that Usher's tribute could have been more of a representation of how we feel about him and what we have seen from him throughout his entire career and what he means to the culture. I get that he serenades women all the time, so now it was their chance to like kind of serenade him in a sense. But and I'm sure BET's intentions were very pure, like they were there. I just don't think it landed how they expected it to land with the actual audience. And it's fine to say that. Like, people mess up all the time. It's cool. Just learn from next time, because it's just confusing. Because when they were promoting his tribute, they were holding auditions and they auditioned men. So it's like, how you going to audition a man during the promotion of saying Usher's getting a tribute and you got to be able to do his songs, and then y'all go with all women? It just didn't land correctly for me. And so with my final thoughts, and then I'll let you do your final thoughts too, Ben. I like that you were just listening to me today. You could tell I was just into it.
Hey. Sometimes you gotta put up with my mess. I gotta put up with yours.
I just feel like women today, I love y'all, right? I just don't think all types of women are being represented in everything that we're doing now, especially in the music industry. Like, yeah, we want to turn up, but we also want to be the lover girls, you know, and that stuff is not being pushed as a mainstream idea. You know, there are many shades of us. We need to do a better job of promoting that. And then lastly, they cut his speech just because he said a few curse words. I'm talking about Usher when he accepted the award. They cut a lot of what he was saying, but it's like, y'all let these girls sit up here and twerk all day, and they was cussing too. That was just completely disrespectful. So it just needs to be better all around. And yes, there were women rappers in the 90s, but I mean, it was all right. Clearly there's more to be discussed, wouldn't you say, Benjamin?
A lot more to be discussed. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tapping in with Jammin' with Juice today, and we will catch you tomorrow. Sip on That, the Tori Lowe Show is up next. It's that time, Milwaukee. Summerfest is finally here. Come and enjoy the world's largest music festival